we were looking for that special something, that's so hard to find. I know this won't be easy, but I know you feel it too. Not looking for perfection, just wanna be with you. You're all that I'm needing, there's no one competing. I'm craving this feeling now, and I don't think I'll find someone as good as you in my life. I want you to be with me to make everything right. I know I can make you stay. I don't wanna stay away. I don't think I'll ever be a day when I don't need your love. I know we can make it through. I know there's so much to lose. I know that you'll finally see it's true because I need your love. I just can't find a way to stop this feeling, and I can't seem to get you off my mind. You've got this way about you, got me thinking that I wanna make you mine, all mine. I'm sure it is easy, don't know what to do. You've done a lot of thinking, that's why I'm telling you. I'm done with pretending, these feelings are ending. I just need you to be mine, and I will never find someone like you again in my life. I need you to be with me, I need you tonight. I know I can make you stay. I don't wanna stay away. I don't think there'll ever be a day when I don't need your love. I know we can make it through. I know there's so much to lose. I know that you'll finally see it's true because I need your love.
Noun. Definition. The practice of abstaining from something. The practice of not doing or having something that is wanted or enjoyable. Example. He ate with a haste and an apparent relish that seemed to betoken long abstinence from food. Additional definitions. 2a. Habitual abstaining from intoxicating beverages. 2b. Abstention from sexual intercourse.
Oh yeah.
Etymology. Deriving from the mid-14th century, it referred to a forbearance in indulgences of the appetites. It was adapted from the Old French word abstinence, and the Latin word abstinentia, meaning abstinence, starvation, self-restraint, and integrity. The present participle of abstin means to withhold, keep back, or keep off, especially of sexual appetites, but also in Middle English of food, fighting, or luxury. But don't forget, it mostly is referring to sex. Abstinence.
am Dunsparce. I 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 am Dunsparce.
Good day, everybody. Oh, good. Yes, yes, I forgot. I restarted my computer, so now my webcam's all messed up. What a day. Anybody want to donate me a new computer? I lied. We're not good. Now we're good. Now we're good. My word. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna have to edit that VOD on YouTube later. Goodness gracious. Oh. Anywho. Who's ready to get that 3-segment shiny Dunsparce today? I sure hope I didn't lose chat. We were cruising for a minute. We were humming. Ugh. We'll keep fighting, though. We'll keep fighting. I don't know what YouTube's doing, man. My watch hours are somehow still dropping. You want to donate both of us PCs? I'll tell you what, guys. There's a donation link in my YouTube description. I'll split it 50-50 with Master Eevee if you wanna help us both out. Ugh. There was a... It even said on YouTube There was something wrong with my computer. I wasn't even sending in to make that 3 of us. Okay, we'll split it 3 ways. We'll split it 3 ways. I was literally just playing music. That's all I was doing. It was just music. And the YouTube Studio app was saying, we're not receiving enough information. And I'm like, oh no. Everything's falling apart. It's not from my router. It's not from my modem. Everything's great that way. Oh no, what's happening? So, PC, you just have one more day of live streaming to make it. And then you get a 2-day break from live streaming. I'm not going to say that you don't have to edit. But you're going to have to live stream for the next 2 days, okay? Just survive for 2 days and then you'll get a minor break. It's fine. Okay? Oh, that was on to bigger and better things. And speaking of bigger and better, you know what's bigger and better than a 2-segment shiny Dunsparce? The 3-segment shiny Dunsparce. And we're gonna go get that like right now, right? It's gonna happen today. Get a lot of music going on. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, come on, computer! Not that I need to see my stream software or anything. Good lord. This is gonna be a problem today. So I rode high on 2024 for 3 days, and now we're here. And now we're here. Vigoroth? I kind of want to do that even though I have one. Thank you. Also, I changed my thing on the bottom. It's keeping track of Dunsparce. I said Dunsparce evolutions. That makes more sense than encounters. Ooh. Wow. Wow. She's wrong. At least somebody has a life goal and to be driven. The guy that did it last night, so there's actually 2 people that have fully beaten Tetris right now, for those of you that don't know what McKnight's is referring to about. Blue Scooty and Fractal are 2 players now that have completely beat what am I doing? Completely beat Tetris. They've both played the game. One beat it at level 152, the other one beat it at level 157. Essentially what happens is the game itself crashes. At a certain metric, colors distort, the code just becomes incredibly unstable. So, 2 human players now have completely beat Tetris to within what we think is the human limit. But we all know that whenever we think is the human limit, it always gets destroyed. Because, man, I shared this documentary little clip thing with McKnight's, and it's very, very interesting. They created a computer program in Tetris that allows the player and the game to work together instead of the game versus the player. And technically what can happen then is if you get perfect stacks, perfect loadouts, everything else like that, the game is only coded to go to level 255. If you get to level 255, the game wraps back around to level 0 and the pieces go back to moving incredibly slow. Pretty freaking cool, actually. And technically, to do that the entire time, the game is kind of breaking itself the entire... Well, human players are kind of breaking the game the entire time with this new technique called rolling. They hold the controller with their pinky and their thumb, and then they put their hands below, and then they roll across the controller. So essentially they can hit the left and right button 5 times per second, and it goes over to 30 hertz when the game runs at like 24 hertz or something like that, or 20 hertz. And yeah, it just breaks it so that you can actually move pieces faster than the game can comprehend. There's so much technology behind Tetris. The game's 34 years old, and we're finally discovering how to actually beat it right now. Unreal. Boom. I just don't... Yeah, he's 13 years old to beat it. I haven't watched the biopic about Tetris yet, no. But yeah, the kid was 13. The guy that did it last night, I was actually watching it live. Once it was discovered that you could do a game crash, he started chasing it, and he's been over 2 years for him to do it. It took like this 13-year-old kid like 2 weeks. Pretty unfair. But the guy that did it last night, it took him 2 years, and he finally did it. Younger person too, he's at college. But yeah. The Tetris scene is going to get crazy too, because what they've done now that they discovered that human players... Yeah, Blue Scooty. Now that they've discovered that players can maintain kill screen. Kill screen used to be affectionately known for a player can't keep up, therefore he's dead. Now that they've been able to maintain kill screen, and kill screen now refers to the game dying, competitive play has been crazy, actually. Everybody's using modified versions of the game now on competitive play, where they double kill screen speed at level 39 now. So before, pieces used to... So, I got really deep into the Tetris lore. What kill screen is pieces move from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen in 1 second. They literally move at 60 frames per second. Well, 60 blocks per second, sorry. Not frames. 60 blocks per second is how fast they drop. Top to bottom, 1 second. So, in tournament play, they had to modify the game because even the pieces moving that fast, players were able to adapt and create long game. And what they mean effectively by long game is it's stupid. It's stupid. I don't even want to talk about it. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good at level 9. And these guys are like, level 9? I haven't played that since I was 6 months old. So effectively, they're moving 2 blocks a second on double kill stream, because long game is like basically anything over level 25. So they have created double kill screen now, speed to drop 2 blocks per second. And even with that, people are still surviving and clearing 10 to 20 lines, which is 2 full levels. Stupid. It's unreal. I also got worried. This is not about Tetris, but when my capture card and my computer and everything were having issues there, a cord caught my new light and it fell over on the corner of my monitor, and I got really, really panicked. Thank goodness, no damage. Thank goodness we're good to go. I also wonder if a new computer with OBS will actually save my webcam aperture settings and all that properly. I don't have to reset them every time I open up my stream software. Or if that's a webcam issue. My bots are dead. I don't know if it would be the bots or if it's an issue between Twitch and Stream Elements or Streamlabs that are making it a problem. I really don't know. I know for notifications, the issue was that Twitch ended up enabling third-party extensions, and instead of it just becoming a normal browser source, I had to double authenticate my Twitch. Crazy. Hey, Pokemaster. Left for money, what's going on? So yeah, I don't know what's going on with anything anymore. I'm just going to continue to fix things as I know how to fix them until it can't be fixed anymore, and then I really don't know what I'm going to do. Build and sell enough axes to get $1,500 to go buy a computer? I don't know. That's a lot of axes. Find a business expansion loan or something for the card business? I don't know. Well, but I'll figure it out. I'm adaptable. I always figure it out. Hey, Dominic. You can ask McKnights, I always figure it out. I don't know what it is about the Dunsparce hunt. I always like to bite my tongue. Lot of greased lightning. Very nice. Clearly, I was walking past. All right. Oh, come on! I need to run so fast! I need to. There's a shiny Dunsparce! Goodness gracious. What are the odds of that happening? Use my Master Ball! Rather high, apparently. You know, that was a different catch. Okay. That is the second time a shiny has spawned while I'm in a middle of a battle. Okay. Alright. I am A-okay with that happening. As long as we still got it. That's all that matters. Ooh, yeah. Or just slowly walks away. Or Dunsparce, as an example. Ready? Does that. I don't think the game allows the shiny ones to do that. Thanks, Love for Money. We've been going on it for a while, but we're gonna do it. We're definitely gonna do it. Yeah, you never know with Game Freak, but they have done a lot of things in this game for shiny protection that they didn't do in other games. So, you know, I'd be hopeful. I guess I was just fortunate enough to look up at the right time to see that one. That too, and the camera didn't do a different way. It's like the game forced me to look at it because the encounter just forced the camera that direction, so nothing wrong with that. Also, my stomach's upset again. 2 days in a row. I don't know what's going on. I did eat something different today than I did yesterday. Yeah, it would be okay. We're used to fixed cameras. Made chicken Caesar wraps? That sounds tasty as hell. That sounds really good. One thing I didn't mention due to all the chaos that happened before stream. I'm gonna let you guys know, going forward, streams are gonna be limited to like 3.5 hours. It's not that I'm not enjoying stream. In fact, I'm very much enjoying stream, loving the growth that we're seeing and stuff. It's just that I'm getting so mentally exhausted if I go any longer than that, because then I have to sit down, I have to edit, then I'm running out of energy to work on axes, and then I'm running out of time to go to the gym, and then I'm running out of time to actually sleep. So we're going to be limiting streams to about that 3.5 hour mark. Then I'm taking my screen time break to go work on axes. Then I'll do all the editing I need to do after, and then go to the gym, and hopefully, you know, I get a good solid 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night so that I'm not just physically exhausted as well. I'm hoping that the content production doesn't slow down, but it might. It might. McKnights you can cook, but do you want to cook? It's the biggest difference. I can cook too, but I never want to. An itchy hand. You do really enjoy it, huh? Well then. Sounds like I got myself a chef. I can't pay you for the groceries or your time, but... For Disney. I just got a friend request from somebody that I'm already friends with. You're a server? Ugh. Did they make you dress up as Pluto? I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm in a strange mood. The day did not start off as I had hoped. Super high end. That's like 75 bucks a meal, 85 bucks a meal. $82.50, I believe is the exact math. I could be wrong. Nobody likes wine. Wine drinkers that think they like wine are just lying because it's an upper class thing to do. It's crazy to think, this is just a random thought, it's very crazy to think that pretty much every area / industry in life has something that is insanely valuable. For what reason? Because the world said so, or the person said so. Why is it so expensive? Because I said so. Oh, okay, take my money. Think about it. And where did that money go? I'm just bugging. But you think about it. Okay, why is a certain watch $500,000? Because we said so. It's made of this, 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 and this. Okay, but it keeps time the same as this, like, $12 watch from Walmart, right? But it looks cool. Yeah, that's fair. That would have been $1.5 billion for sure. Why is this bottle of wine $3,000? Because the winery said so. Why is that axe $600? Because I built it and I said so. There you go. Here's $600. Sure, there's a difference in quality of parts, but at the end of the day, your bare basic thing still does the same thing as the expensive thing. Is that a wall sparse? It just disappeared. Think about that one. Just think about that for half a second. Things are expensive because somebody said they can be expensive. A $10 bottle of wine gets you just as drunk as a $3,000 bottle of wine. They serve the same function. And in my taste bud palate, they both taste like shit. So why would I spend $2,990 more to get the same result? Just think about that one for a second. I would say one exception to that generalized, but things are blah blah blah. Some technology makes a small difference in what you pay for. Yeah. So you're telling me I'm spending more money on something that could potentially be even worse for me? I think technology is that one exception to that rule. Could I do what I'm doing on a $200 computer? No, absolutely not. Could I do it on a $800 computer? Maybe. But I'm probably going to run into the same issues I'm running into now with a computer that is 8 to 10 years old. So, I probably need something that's about $1,200 to $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 and do everything quite effectively. But there's also a very difference in performance. And I mean, okay, yeah, sure, supercars and things like that might have the same, oh, but it takes this corner at 4 Gs and you don't have to fly off the track. Blah, blah, blah. But for the average, everyday person, it is going from point A to point B. That Lamborghini is going to do the same thing as the Honda Civic. It's going to get you to the grocery store. The only difference is the Honda Civic is going to actually have room for your groceries. Expensive things are more of a status symbol than they are for function. Or the same thing. The t-shirt I'm wearing right now, $8. $8. And it's one of the most comfortable shirts I have ever worn in my entire life. And I have like Under Armour shirts that are like $35, $40. Did I need them? Nope. Did I want them? Yep. Why? Because everybody else in the gym was wearing them. Who gives a shit? Who gives? Does the same thing for me as this $8 shirt. Covers my fat rolls. In fact, this $8 shirt does that better than the $40 Under Armour shirt. So, I don't know. The whole things cost millions of dollars when they don't have to, but they do because I say they do. Just kind of blows my mind. That's why even when I build axes and I get to sell axes, even some of the more intricate ones, I don't care about like my labor and stuff. I just want to make enough money so that I can pay myself a couple bucks and buy new materials to get a new axe, like to build a new one. It's just beyond ridiculous to me that things have to be so expensive. It doesn't make sense to me. Same thing with like the alcohol world is ridiculous. Oh yeah, like I worked briefly at a liquor store, and at that time we got in like a $2,900 bottle of scotch or something like that, and I was like, so what is it? Why is it different than the $29 bottle of scotch? Oh, because it's from this batch number. Why does a batch number matter? I just have a hard time spending more money than I need to on things these days. Also, not making a lot of money over the past year and a half makes me very frugal. It almost hurts me to spend money these days. But it could always change. My 2024 mantra. My 2024 mantra is, you ready for this? It's summarized in 3 words. Health, wealth, and happiness. All I care about in 2024. And I measure wealth not just in money either. There's many, many different things that you can measure wealth in. Like a credit score. That's one way to measure wealth. My credit score is... Ooh. Itchy leg. Five minutes? Oh my goodness, we're only gonna get one this time around? That's okay. One is better than none. Peace. Any last second Dunsparce. Any last second Dunsparce. We're getting a little ragdolled by Caridon here. Womp womp. We get the one and done. All right. Number 39. Coming on up. Coming on up to number 39. Are we going to be below odds? We'll find out. Doo-doot. Oh. You have no idea where it ended up. Not there. Probably in box number 2. Yep. Male. It's actually unreal that we've gotten more females than male. Ooh. Moment of truth. Number 39. We're gonna name you Betsy for no apparent reason. Failed us. I didn't save before we got to the sandwich spot, but we haven't done any. Didn't do anything between the sandwich. Boo-doo-boo, boo-doo-boo, boo-doo-boo. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Didn't get to hear that part. Bum, bum, bum. You guys can't see it on camera, but my chin just started twitching uncontrollably, and it's making it hard to move my lower lip. I'm falling apart. Bum bum ba-dum. That. By far my favorite way to enter Area 0. A row? Alright, I want like 3 this time around. Ideally, since I'm only streaming about 3 hours a day now, ideally I'm still going to want like 6 to 10 Dunsparce every single day until this happens. Then we can move on to the 25-part miniseries that is catching all the starters. That's right, you heard it here first. The 25-part miniseries after the Dunsparce. The sad part is that might take less time than Dunsparce. But it could also take more just because of how horrible the spawns are for Torchic and Cyndaquil. We'll see. Might not be too bad if we can isolate properly. But the cave's gonna suck. And I only say that because I have to mentally prepare myself for the worst. Doo-doo. Do I have to actually physically encounter another Dunsparce for me to get another shiny Dunsparce? Is that how this is gonna go? I'm just really trying to stop my chin from twitching. This is the most annoying thing I've ever experienced in my life. Just shows up out of nowhere. Hey, here's the clothes. Thanks! Dunsparce. Well, good news is no dropped frames so far. Unlike yesterday, dropping 244 frames. I might just have to start getting into the habit of starting up my computer, setting everything up, and then restarting it. Setting everything up, if it doesn't work, restart. As bad as that sounds. Also, last I looked, 79 subscribers away. 79 subscribers away from 1,000. Would you guys believe it? Ooh, Master Eevee redeeming the shiny lock. And it worked out perfectly. Look at that. Absolutely perfectly. Chalk that one up to great things that have happened this year. Couldn't even tell you. That was well done. That was well done. I actually legitimately had a dream last night where my YouTube hit the AdSense portion of the... It was instant. Thanks for redeeming the shiny luck, because it clearly worked. It's right there. Now, you would think most people would say, oh, shiny luck is just a points waster. Nuh-uh. You would almost think that right there, the game was attached to my Twitch. Right there. But, no, I legitimately had a dream last night that I was looking at my YouTube dashboard, and I was looking at money and revenue generated on videos. That's, I don't know if that's sad or just pathetic about how bad I want it. I know we've had a lot of quick turnaround when it comes to redeeming shiny luck, but it's literally never been that quick before. I'm also thinking potentially about the tandem mouse hunt if I want to do that one. I probably won't. There's no place to isolate it. Because wherever it spawns, other normal types spawn as well. It's interesting to think about. Doo-doo. Okay, Dunsparce, not a shiny. Anything over hither? Oh. One of these days, I'm going to get a shiny in the rocks and walls, and I'm going to be so pumped about it. I've been saying it since, like, the third day this game came out. Ever since I discovered that Pokemon can spawn in the walls, I'm like, yeah. It's going to happen. Two more to go for me to say that this was a successful sandwich. I very much wonder how the coding works for something like this. Like, I know with eggs, when you're hatching eggs, at the time the egg is made, the game already knows whether it's going to be a shiny or not. It doesn't decide while it's hatching or anything like that. It's just, as you pick it out of the basket, it's going to be a shiny or it's not going to be a shiny. The game knows that. So I wonder if it's the same thing here, where it's like, whatever Dunsparce you catch, it's already coded to evolve into a 3-segment or a 2-segment. That's most likely what it is. But it still has me thinking. McKnights must be back from his chicken Caesar wraps. That's also why, if that is the case, and I'm sure it is, going a little heavy on the garlic. Hey, nothing wrong with garlic. I'm just thinking though, like if that's the case, look at any Masuda method I've done, which is supposed to be about 1 in 400 odds. Charmander 1 in 1200. That's your vampire. Then it might not have been too much garlic for you, huh? Or I guess I got that backwards. Maybe it wasn't a lot of garlic. You just thought it was too much garlic. I don't remember the direction it goes. I'm tired. My brain won't ever shut off either. Hey, there's 2 for the sandwich. Wait. McKnights, you missed the craziest moment. And I am willing to bet this is like the craziest moment that has ever happened on stream. Just like 10 minutes ago. I'm not even joking. Well, that brings us, or will bring us to 41. We combine the 2 numbers, I'm close to 300 shinies. So, I'm literally talking about, oh yeah, the sandwich, if I get 3 of the sandwich, it'll be a good one. Master Eevee redeemed shiny luck, and literally as the notification comes through on my dashboard, I said, thanks for redeeming shiny luck. As soon as I finished the word luck, a shiny Dunsparce literally spawned in. Like, clip worthy. It was so good. Thanks for redeeming shiny luck like this, Dunsparce right here. It was as if the game itself was connected to Twitch. It'd be like, oh, shiny luck, here you go. It was pretty crazy. I know we've had some shiny spawn in, like, relatively quickly after the shiny luck has been redeemed, but it was never, like, as if my Twitch was controlling the game. Because that's exactly what it felt like. Legitimately unreal. I'm also sitting here debating, like, I am thinking about 3 things at the same time in my head right now and trying to sort them all out. The first thing I'm trying to sort out in my head is how the game determines whether or not a Dunsparce will be 3-segment or 2-segment. I'm pretty sure that's the same way as, you know, once it spawns in, it's already coded for the evolution. The other thing is, I am very curious to see how my YouTube dashboard will change once I'm part of the partner program. Am I going to get a little dashboard on YouTube that shows me my notifications for people that give super chats and memberships? Or is it going to be a separate window? Or do I have to set up a third-party alert thing? I don't know, but we'll figure that out, hopefully, very soon. The other thing I'm trying to sort in my head is how I'm going to organize my workspace now that I have space for a table saw and a drum sander, but limited electrical outlets. My thought is the table that I brought in last night, I brought it in last night to warm up because it's a plastic top table, but it still has more than enough capacity to hold the tools. My thought is, it's just going to become a storage table, and then I'll move the tools around to the other table that's close to an outlet for when I need them. Did I literally just create a despawn ring? Well, there's one close, but the way the garage is set up, unfortunately, I don't want to have a whole bunch of wires running across the ground, because that's just a tripping hazard and causes a lot of issues if that ever does happen. So I don't want to do that. Because it's not like the tables are stacked. Okay. Not like the tables are stacked lengthwise side by side so I could run everything along this together. The tables are actually like this. So I would have to like turn around. So it's like one table, this table is close to the outlets, but this table isn't. Kind of thing. That's the issue. So it's like the table that I have the planer and bandsaw on right now is is the one that's close to the outlet. Then the other one's like 4 or 5 feet away from that, and then I'm just like basically in a workspace in between, pivoting back and forth between it. So what I'm thinking of doing is leaving the planer on the one table, because that thing is heavy as sin. And then bandsaw, drum sander, table saw on the other table. And then just moving the tool over to where the bandsaw is now for whatever tool I need. And then when I'm done with it, unplug it, move it back to the other table, vacuum up that spot, and then I have a nice, perfectly clean spot for gluing and everything else like that too. It's a little extra step, but with the tools that I have now, the efficiency is going through the roof regardless, right? And then just get a couple of like cable organizers, reusable cable organizers, to keep the power cords nice and neat so I'm not tripping over them when I'm the tools and whatnot. It's a small process, but it's fine. It could be much worse. I'm also hoping the Avalanche beat Dallas tonight because that's incredibly important for the division. Not only, you know, thinking about they should be able to beat Dallas because Montreal beat them, but Dallas has also got something to prove. McKinnon was on a ridiculous tear in December. He averaged 2.9 points per game in December. Just unreal numbers. And now my chin is back to doing twitches again. Don't play till Saturday. I am shocked that Anaheim gave Toronto a scare last night. No, that's not true. Lucas Dostal gave the Leafs a scare last night. "55 saves, career high." How much time we got? Against the lonely Sens, who on paper should be way better than they actually are. Hey, we know that Dostal can steal games, though. He's definitely stolen games against the Oilers and Avalanche before. Could you imagine that goalie tandem if they had defense in front of them where they weren't facing 40 plus shots a night? Anaheim could be a contender purely based on goaltending talent alone. If they could minimize their shots to like 25 to 30, it would be absolutely unreal. Part of me thinks that too. He still has his moments where it looks like he's trying, and then he has other moments where it's like, pretty sure a Timbit goalie could have saved that. I think he just wants out, and he's wanted out for a long time. The problem is Mr. Van Beesbrook there just doesn't care to... I guess technically it's 3 shinies, right? Every time. I was gonna run. I straight up was gonna run, but even though I know that we're resetting with it anyway, potentially resetting with it any. If we're not resetting, then I have an extra shiny Dunsparce, right? It's just like every fiber in my being was like, as much as I know it might go to the recycling bin, I still, in good conscience, can't leave behind a shiny. it's just how it goes. In which case I'll have to add an extra... What? Oh, what is this? What? No, Flittle's a different rule. I get to kill it. This is... That shiny luck was ridiculous, right? That was unreal. We can't even debate that I get a shiny Dunsparce and then I turn around and get a shiny Dunsparce, right? That was technically 4 of this sandwich, but only 2 of them I can evolve. Crit catch charm coming in handy this time, though. And another one! You know what? I am very okay with that charm simply because it's making the things like this go by quicker. Because before I'd have to spam like 5, 10, 15 Ultra Balls sometimes to get the Dunsparce. Master Eevee with the be right back. Effectively saving us a bunch of time. McKnight's redeeming the shiny luck with the final 4 minutes of the sandwich. 50 seconds of the sandwich. Despite all the troubles this morning, I'm still pretty excited, pretty high hope. Pretty motivated still. If anything, the troubles this morning should make me more motivated to make money and get things done properly. It's true you haven't done it in a while. That's because Master Eevee's been here hogging them all. Pretty much over now, right, Sandwich? You're pretty much done for? Pretty much got nothing? That's true, in raid days you don't need it. But that's not true either. Because raid days I don't fly to new locations. I do walk around in hopes that that will actually happen. But it's not the main focus, so it doesn't matter. Alright. To box number 2. Like I knew. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, bump, bump. Boo. Ask for advice. Oh. I literally just got rid of the best move for potentially one of the terrible moves. Actually, Hypergyl's pretty good. But Dragon Rush is only 75%, so Hyperdrill's technically, if we're basing it purely on an accuracy standpoint. Okay. We need to pop off if we get it before odds, right? That's how this works? Number 40. Number 40. I don't know what to name number 40. Maybe garbage. Maybe name garbage. No. Because it's garbage. Segment. Okay. Now we got number 41. I'm at a loss for words. Negatory. I could have saved that. We do have 3 extra salty, but this is fine. Not really fine, but it's fine. Did I actually add that emote? I'm not watching my Twitch dashboard, so I don't actually know. Oof, look at me go. That could be. It very well could be. Don't worry, Blastoise. Soon you'll be like this weird purple color. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but you're gonna be a weird purple color soon. My game character's been eating so much tofu. Don't put that hate on me. Oof. That was a rough jaw crack. I think I maybe tried it once years ago. And I'm talking when I was like in elementary school, like grade 6. And I've never tried it since. And I don't think I'm missing out on anything either. Even deep fry, even making it unhealthy didn't make it good. Save it. Don't fall even further. That was unreal. I think even the game wants me to put this hunt to rest at this point. Oh yeah, your luck is active by a long shot still. Like, considering it takes almost a minute and a half to get down, that was a shiny in 20 seconds. My mind was just blown. I was going to show Kyle yesterday how many hours I have into this game, and I never did. But the last I looked, it was over 520. Today might be the day. Oh. The shinies are coming at us fast and furious. And I'm okay with that. The only problem is... Let me do some math. Give me a quick second. 33% of them have been full Dunsparces. We got one in the first sandwich. 4, which was 50% of them, though, were Dunsparces, and now this one. So that's 6 shinies, 2 of them being Dunsparces. It's 33% of them being Dunsparces, which will never be a 3 segment. It has to come from an evolution. But I think we're doing pretty good. And I can still make the clickbait title of only 50 encounters, or 50 evolutions. People would probably not even believe me. The crazy part is, aside from Charmander, with Masuda Method, so far all of my hunts have been like well below odds or very, very quick in relative terms. In relative terms to shiny hunting it. When you think about it, Blipbug was like 1,800 encounters or 1,900 encounters, something like that. Not all that bad when it was 1 in 4,096 for odds. Stuffle? This is what, 2,100 or something like that? 2,200? Not all that bad when odds were 1 in 4,096. And I'm still 300 encounters below odds for Temple. We just haven't gotten it yet. We didn't get the first egg until Charmander. Oh, no, you're good, Kyle. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. That's way more important than my stream. Also, why is it weirdly bright on the sides all of a sudden? We just got color and texture that we never had before. Yeah, Temple we don't talk about. I mean, it's still below odds. Any luck? We've had 3 that we could evolve, And we never got the 3 segment. And we've ran into 2 shiny Dunsparce, so... We've gotten 1 this sandwich as well, so we've actually gotten 6 shinies so far today. With no luck of what we actually want. But we're not even halfway to odds yet, so not panicking yet. Yeah, I mean, the evolution, so you can only get 3 segment Dunsparce in an evolution. And the evolution odds are 1 in 100. So the fact that we're only at 41 isn't terrible. It isn't terrible. I'm going to assume that one in the wall wasn't shiny. This sandwich, we literally found one within 20 seconds of getting to the spot, so that was cool. And on the side note, my chin has been twitching uncontrollably. So sometimes my lower lip doesn't want to move while my chin has a muscle spasm happening. That's been cool. But other than that, you know, pretty good day. Just get used to watching this and only this hunt, because I decided that I want to finish this hunt before I move on to another one and create a bunch of backlog content. Nothing worse than having a backlog. It will probably hurt the channel growth a little bit, but at least, well, maybe not. I can still do pretty close to daily updates on the hunt for shorts, but you know, we'll go. I know if I dedicate to it, like... No 3 segment yet. Nope. I know if I dedicate to it, it won't take all that long. I guess one thing you also missed, Kyle, was me saying that my streams are going to be limited to 3.5 hours now instead of going into that 4, 5, 6 hour mark. Because I get a lot of mental fatigue if I go any longer, and I've been experiencing it, which is unfortunate because I'm actually very much loving the streaming and the community that's being built and happening right now. But I get a lot of mental fatigue, and then my editing suffers, and then I just don't build axes, and building axes is my current highest revenue driver, and then I just don't go to the gym, or when I do go to the gym, I don't have an honest effort, so I gotta give myself a screen time break in the middle somewhere. Yeah, you have to evolve it. It will not spawn as a 3-segment ever. It will never, ever, ever, ever spawn as a 3-segment. Shiny or not. Yeah. So it has to evolve. And my brain this whole stream has been trying to understand the game code and how it tells, or how it determines when an evolution becomes a 3-segment. And as far as I can think, and as far as I can tell, it's much like when you Masuda method and breed for eggs. The game itself codes the Pokemon beforehand to tell you whether it's going to be a 3-segment or not. It hasn't really, though. In comparison to what odds are, I'm not even halfway. Not even halfway. Nope. Odds to evolve into a 3-segment Dunsparce is 1 in 100. And I'm sitting at 41. I'm only 41% to odds. It makes you think. Masuda methoding with eggs to try and get shinies, whether or not it's a shiny or not, is coded at the time that the egg is produced. But that also means that it's still full RNG. Masuda methoding for shinies, with a shiny charm, your odds are about 1 in 400. It's the best natural odds you can get in the game without the game having a special event to boost odds. And I had a Charmander, I did 1,200 eggs, and I only got 1. By odds, that should be 3. I should have had 3 by then. But I didn't. There's also a shiny hunter, her name's Shiny Catherine, who did this hunt, and she got the 3-segment Dunsparce after 299 evolutions. So as much as odds are 1 in 100, it's still up to complete RNG and how the coding system works. So this is day 9. I would say that we've been at this for about 30 hours or so. Maybe about 35 hours. I have a Temple hunt going on in Sword and Shield that's over 40. It's about 46 hours. And that one's had 3,700 encounters, something like that. Is that Mia Charlotte? Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. So, yeah. It's, there's your math. There's your math for the day. It does. It does. Like, even shinies for this right now is 1 in 512. So, technically speaking, I have to come across 512 Pokemon before one of them is shiny. But it's still complete RNG as well. That's why some sandwiches I'll get 4 shinies and some I get 0. Itchy arm. No, they shouldn't be easy. And variants, yeah. Unless it's something like all creamy, where you're in control of the variant and how it evolves. Like the 3-segment, or do we want to talk about the 3-family mousehold? Because that's a thing too. 4-segment is the most common one. 3-segment is the least common one. There's also Pokemon that just, in this one, spawn as variants, like Tatsugiri. Welcome back, Master Eagle. Back. Tatsugiri has 3 different colors. One of them more rare than the other 2. Which subsequently makes the 3rd color harder to get as a shiny, and it's the one that I'm still missing. Squawkabilly, yeah, there's 4 different color variants for Squawkabilly. But all the shinies are the same. They have... basically, the Mohawk on Squawkabilly is pink. Hence why I got 2 shiny blue Squawkabillies. That's about that. Floette, yeah, that's another one. Let's not talk about Spinarak, though. How about that? Or not Spinarak, sorry, Spinda. Let's not talk about Spinda. If you're looking for every variant as a shiny Spinda, you will literally never get every variant for shiny Spinda. Alolan Golem for you? Variants for the original 151. Well, Meowth has 2. A Galarian and a Alolan. Executor has 1. Technically, Geodude, Graveler, and Golem have 1. Diglett and Dugtrio have 1. The birds have 1. Slowpoke and Slowbro have 1. You talk and go? Fair enough. Because we'd have the Galarian, Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. I'm not a fan of the Slowpoke variant, though. I think the Evo'S are good, but Slowpoke itself, where it just gets the yellow forehead. What else? No variant on the starters. Variant Shiny is very nice. I do like it. Yeah. I also really like the Slowbro. Galarian Slowbro Shiny. Growlithe and Arcanine technically have 1 as well. Voltorb and Electrode with Hisuian. Paldean Tauros, yeah. There's no Magikarp or Gyarados variant, because they're perfect as they are. Oh, we're just talking the original 151 is what we're trying to determine. That was Kyle's original presentation. And the starters in Hisui weren't the originals. Yeah. Porygon didn't get a variant in Arceus. I think Voltorb, Electrode, Rowlet, Arcanine. I would argue that one as well. It's coded as a Pokemon, a completely different Pokemon. It's not, it doesn't have the same name, because then you could use Screamtail as the same thing. Raichu, yeah, Raichu has an Alolan variant. Farfetch'd into Surfetch'd? Yeah, it's got a good shiny, too. I got a shiny Surfetch'd in Go. I can spell. That's fine, I understood what you were going with. So yeah, I think it's the birds. Geodude, Graveler, Golem have variants. Voltorb, Electrode has variants. Rowlet and Arcanine have variants. Executor has a variant. Raichu has a variant. Meowth has 2 variants. Where'd you all come from? Man, I know nothing about the card game. I'm not even joking. Nothing. I collect because I like shiny cardboard. Megas are technically an evolution, so they're not a variant. Gotcha. Okay, let's go through the Pokedex. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, no variants. Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, no variants. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, no variants. Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree. No variants. Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, no variants. A lot of them get split Evo'S later on, though, but no variants. Rattata does have one, that's true. Rattata and Raticate. Alolan Rattata and Raticate. Coughing and Wheezing do as well. Coughing and Wheezing have a Galarian form. Ekans and Arbok don't. Maybe they're overdue. That'd be all the original Team Rocket. Raichu. Hey, there we go. We'll take a second one as I'm reading YouTube chat. I was getting a little worried there. The sandwich is, I feel like, about to expire. What else? That might be it. I think we might have covered all the original 151 now. Hey King, what's going on? Happy New Year. That's not the button I wanted. 2 minutes left. That's pretty much a last second shiny if we're ever going to get a last second shiny. How's the game? The game is the game. We're chasing something that's completely RNG with odds. So, you know how that goes. Depends who you are. If you're slightly masochistic, then it's a ton of fun. I also get to catch a bunch of shinies. The shiny odds are 1 in 512, and then to evolve that particular shiny into the one that I'm after is 1 in 100. Yet it's all RNG. I've even boosted the odds to 1 in 512. If it wasn't boosted, it would be, with the shiny charm, 1 in 2048. If it wasn't the shiny charm, it'd be 1,400 or 1 in 4,096. So I'm giving myself every advantage also by isolating the spawn too. But people have gotten this as soon as 20. Other people have taken 300. So if I'm somewhere in the middle of that, I'm happy. Stuck with pre-made battle decks? There you go. There you go. Probably pretty close to over. 27 seconds. 2 more evolutions coming up. 42 and 43. Almost halfway to odds. Sandwich over. I recently just sold 4,300 Pokemon cards. Well, a couple months ago I sold 4,300 Pokemon cards. Any prediction on the number? Nope. Because then I get my hopes up when it's close, and then I feel more and more defeated. You guys can guess all you want, but... And ready for this very, very specific method? You have to teach this Pokemon a certain move. And then level it up while it knows this move in order to evolve it. So this is a whole other setup. If we didn't have to do this, we'd be saving like half the time. Master Umbreon and Kyle have their own conversation going on YouTube. Love it. $73. You think we're in for about 30 more, huh? Alright. I'm okay with that. I went the wrong way. Okay. Number 42. We're gonna name you Nancy. This is Nancy. Is not a 3-segment. Nope. And number 43. We're gonna name Clementine. Just coming up with things off the top of my head to keep myself entertained at this point. What you got for us, Clementine? A waste of time. I am going to take a quick little break. You guys can enjoy the intro music. I'm just going to run to the washroom, grab a snack and some caffeine. Be right back. All right. We got 2 more sandwiches today. 2 more sandwiches. Doo-doo-doo. Robots. Maybe I am a robot. Maybe that's why I'm so patient with this hunt, is because I'm a robot. This? White thing? My chair. Yeah, my chair. Boom. That's fair. Totally fair. I know how that goes. Now you guys should be able to see 5 lights on camera. 2 level lamps, 2 string lights, and the Squirtle light. The light from my face is behind my camera. Technically, you'll see 6. I have an overhead light right here. I used to stream with it off, and everything looks really good with it off. But my mental was too down. It was too dark for too long, and wasn't good for the mental health. I think eventually he's going to win that. Despite your best efforts at getting him a cat bed and everything, he's still going to win. The things we don't do for pets. Alright, 20-second shiny like last time. Master Eevee redeeming the shiny look. Not as efficient as last time because that window's already closed. But you know what? Today we've actually had some very good luck, so I'm not even mad about it. I feel like I could manipulate more to spawn in. Just by creeping ahead. It's not as fun, but a lot more end up on the screen. Enter it. Maybe there is a such thing as spawn manipulation. Maybe there's a thing to spawn manipulation. Because here's the thing, the Dunsparce will never attack you. They just disappear because they're scared. And there's a solid chance that I've been missing quite a few that spawn behind me. Because I never look behind me. And clearly, you set spawn in every time. Maybe it's less manipulation, just more covering my bases. We'll see if it works out for another relatively quick shiny. See, now they're all worried. Now 5 more should spawn in. A little less fun than just running around, but... I think it was just convenient timing. More than anything, but... yeah. I think it was more just about covering your bases. If I put my hands up, how am I supposed to continue shiny hunting? I'm gonna keep running around. And just always shoulder check. It's crazy how I'm this far into the hunt, and I'm like, wait a second, what if I try this? Why haven't I been doing this the whole time? No, it should be a lot in front, or just none. Cool. We don't even know what the words are in Area Zero. We just hear the music. Slowly go insane. As we wait for a yellow and pink Dunsparce. Yeah. I don't think it's yielding any more or less luck. And screw looking behind. Life's about moving forward. Move forward, crush goals, get shiny Dunsparce. Burgers, 2024. There you go. Take that quote to the bank, hopefully. I don't know what they'll give you for it, but maybe they'll give you a shiny Dunsparce. Who knows? McKnights, what are you sending me? Is it something that can wait? Something ridiculous. Well, that's kind of been the theme of the last, what, month? Hockey, even more so ridiculous over the last month. Actually, you want to know what's ridiculous? And I hate to give the guy credit. Big chicken vouchers? Oh, baby. Take that. Go to apply to the bank for a bank loan. Start a business. Sir, how much are you applying? 150 grand. Okay, after your presentation, we'll give you 28 bucks and some Dairy Queen coupons. Sold! Deal! You have no idea what I can do with 28 bucks. I couldn't use these Dairy Queen coupons. Oh, man. Anywho. As much as I hate the guy, I gotta give him credit. Because Austin Matthews is on pace for like 73 goals this season or something crazy. And as much as we were hyped about 60 goal scorers last year, to see 70 would be absolutely bonkers again. Probably the first since, what, Teemu Selanne? Didn't Timo Solandi do that in his rookie year or something stupid? Like, that's just how crazy that entire year was. Times up base for 52. That is crazy. Yeah, it was like 76 in his rookie season or something. I don't know why 76 popped into my head, but I think I'm actually right. I could very well be wrong, though. I'm okay by saying I'm wrong. But it's a rookie goal scoring number that will probably never be matched. I'm also quite happy to see Ovi get a couple goals in like the last 4 games. He's about as many goals away from Gretzky's record as I am from 1,000 YouTube subs. I'm just more impressed that I remembered it was 76. Yeah, but Solani was a rookie, man. Still unbelievable. On both cases, for sure. And one of them is in the Hall of Fame, I believe. I think Solani's in the Hall of Fame. Pretty sure Korea is too. I think they went in together. Yeah. Well. The 90s was crazy for offense, okay? Alright, I'm gonna look back. He also had like 50 in, what, 32 games or something like that once? 32 or 38, he had 50 goals. $39. Off by 1. Off by 1. I said 30, like 32, no, 38. Off by 1. Man. That's pretty good considering I'm not a fan of any of those teams that any of them played for. The only thing is those are like milestones that are so prolific. As a generic hockey fan, it's hard to not know those stats. Let alone a slightly above average fan. Well, I shouldn't say that. I probably know a lot about those hockey stats simply because my grandpa was such a massive Oilers and Rangers fan. That's probably a lot of it. Evander Kane, which just happened last season. We sure did. Not in the same house, but we watched that game. And as soon as he got his second one, I was like, what is he doing? Got his third, I'm like, oh my god, this has to be some sort of record. And then he goes out and gets his fourth. It's like, what is happening? Hey, they still won the game, so, you know. And the worst part was, it was like tripping, hooking, tripping. But just put your stick away. You're better off being on the ice without it at this point. Notoriously, Evander Kane and discipline do not go hand in hand. I'm getting messages or notifications like crazy right now. We're only getting one this round? Maybe. We still have 10 minutes left, but at least we haven't had a sandwich that phases out to 0. Also, chats. I determined last night, I was sitting here thinking, and I was like, I don't know that I'm ever going to stop streaming to both platforms. Even if YouTube becomes monetized, I think, in general, it's a silly move to completely cut ties with something that is a potential revenue generator. It might just become YouTube is my focused chat and then Twitch is the side chat. Or something like that. I don't know. But it's not smart to cut off a potential revenue source. Or technically a revenue source because it is earning money. Yeah, it's tough because you don't want to segregate any one given community, and then it's just simpler to stream to one. And quite honestly, my YouTube numbers are basically double my Twitch numbers. That one's monetized and the other one's not. So let's just say I won't cut off the Twitch revenue until Twitch cuts it off itself. Which, who knows? The writing's on the wall there. Guys, we can't afford to operate in Korea anymore. But it's begun is what I'm hearing. Alright, sandwiches. I don't hate the fact that we get one right away and then we go 25 minutes without getting another shiny. I don't hate that. But it would be nice to be like one every 8.5 minutes. 8 minutes, something like that, just so, you know, the fun is spread out. Gotta remember though, it's all RNG. Nothing matters. They don't care about time. We're just combining RNG event with RNG event and hoping for the best. One just wants to appear there. You go down in a hole. Yeah, thank you. We have another one just appear. The shiny somewhere? Please? No? I think, so, I don't know if any, probably not many of you, but there's another streamer out there, Reversal X7. He streams a lot on Twitch and stuff. He's another shiny hunter. He, kind of summed it up on X/Twitter, whatever you prefer calling it. And I think that this sentiment rings true to how I'm kind of feeling about content and the platforms. He said in 2024 he's going to go from a streamer that has a YouTube to a YouTuber that streams. Because there's a lot of good things, no, there's good and bad things that each platform presents itself. There's never a perfect platform, but YouTube's doing a lot of good things to increase exposure and essentially revenue generation for content creators. The one thing that Twitch has going for it for content creators is Prime subs. Outside of that, it's kind of become a dumpster fire. It's just natural exposure and growth is hard to argue with on YouTube. That and memberships is a 70-30 split. Super chats are 70-30 split. Everything's 70-30 split instead of 50-50. Unless you're a partner plus. On Twitch. But then if you make over X amount of dollars, they take away the 70-30 split. The ad revenue sharing is less on YouTube, but you get more exposure and more people in your stream or on your videos. So in reality, a 55% split versus a 35% split, if I'm getting double the traction on YouTube, that 20% loss doesn't matter. Just, I don't know. Too much to think about. Twitch has now banned its nudity policy, so, you know, good on Twitch. Finally stepping in. For even banning implied nudity. Can't believe it took this long. I gotta put in so much work on so many things today. It's good though. Never a dull moment when you're quote-unquote unemployed is not a bad thing. Also, McKnights, Monday. Monday. I figure sending a message to a realtor about the spot we want on a Friday just doesn't feel right. So I'll message on Monday. Hopefully be front of inbox. Sandwich over. Because I don't know how commercial realtors work. Alright. Do I only get one this sandwich? I think I only get one. I wasn't keeping track. I was just looking for them. Nice frame rate on the shadow moving. Beautiful. Only one. Only one, but it only takes one. Right? Ding. That was a convenient stopping time. All right, number 44. What does Teddy got for us? That's right, this is Teddy. Teddy has nothing for us. Mm-hmm. 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 Onwards we march, indeed. Onwards and upwards. You gotta get ready for work. What do you mean by not paying you at all for being a mod is not paying the bills? You're only gonna miss this sandwich anyway, so it's fine. Close tonight and tomorrow? At least you get majority of the stream then. McKnights! Get one last gift before you go. The world gave you a gift before you left. All right. Have a good night at work. I'm sure you'll complain to me in about 20 minutes. He redeems the shiny luck on his way out. This is it. This is the one. Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, I still have a stream tomorrow. Okay, just flying is literally the fastest possible way. Ideally, we get this done today or tomorrow would be fantastic, because then I can spend all weekend working on the long-form video for it. Along with the short series. Use the shorts exposure to bring it back to the long-form video. Continue to drive watch hours. That would be the, you know, best case scenario. Well, life doesn't always give you the best case scenario, now does it? Taking some slightly different routing, hoping for some slightly different luck. Also, Wednesday's stream next week is going to be short. Itchy ear. I booked a massage on Wednesday. It's going to start when I would typically sort of end stream. So I'm still going to stream, but it's going to be a shorter stream. My massage is long overdue. Yeah, if I keep moving at that pace, they don't have a lot of chance to spawn behind, so I'm not worried about it anymore. What a hitbox, man. That hitbox is unreal. I was like 10 feet above it. A little bit of a frame rate drop in the game. Oh, don't fall down now. I'm gonna go to the hyper-concentrated spawn crystal. It's not this one. It's this little crystal slash rock for hyper concentration. Yeah? Nothing? Keep trying. Nope. I'm over it. Back to the areas that we know kind of work. We phase out with 0. That's okay. Only 1 out of 6 with no shinies is not a bad number. We've definitely experienced worse. This won't be the time. We'll still get a shiny. I can feel it. Do the wheelie turn. No? There it is. Almost every time a Dunsparce spawns in, it does a little... See? It's over. Hey! I knew it wasn't going to be the one that phases out. Good thing I jumped over the rock in that exact way. Alright, now just like 6, 7, 8 more of those would be great. Maybe 12, maybe 14. What is it, 45? That's alright. 45, we're almost halfway to odds. But we're not going to worry about that because I defy the odds. You know what's funny though? You include all the Dunsparce that I have caught but haven't counted. All of these Dunsparce and then everything else that I have going on the main shiny hunt, I easily have over 300 shinies. We haven't kept them all, but I have over 300 shinies in this game. How much has I got left? Oh, that wasn't even terrible. That wasn't even terrible. That was only about 12 minutes. Felt like longer than that. The Dunsparce and the wheelie turns. I bet you guys can't unsee it now that I've mentioned it. Are we at 1,000 subs yet? Probably not. Yeah, about what I figured. The shame is when I started streaming. The honest truth, YouTube Shorts drive subscribers, live streams drive watch time. long form content drives revenue. Hopefully revenue that I'll be earning soon. Alright! Marilyn just said to thank you so much for the follow. How are you? I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm not sure I can shiny hunt really well. Considering it's all RNG based. No. Pretty sure your question is going to be about designing emotes and panels and stuff. Then no. One person leaves Twitch chat, and the graphic artist spam happens. When it clearly says in my Twitch chat rules, no business talk, no soliciting, I don't want your graphic art. Oh, it's so ridiculous. And I've done a lot of, like, looking into it. Apparently, they are created to fish for legitimately low viewer streamers. So if you're, like, less than 3 at any given moment, they just flood right in. If you're over 3, they don't do anything. So at least I know I could do that too, yeah. Huge difference. Good to know. 'Cause that's even another one too. Earlier today that was trying to get me to pay for viewers. And you know that those get created daily. I'll have to do that as soon as I finish. Yep. Moved away from your cell phone and no one showed up. I went through my follower list and pretty sure we can add 2 more today because one followed and then never said anything. So I get the feeling like once they followed, the view count bumped up enough that the bot didn't actually activate. So that would have been 3 in 3 hours. It's also much more widespread of an issue, or much more of a reoccurring issue in the new year and around Christmas time, because they're like, oh, these streamers are actually making money, when in reality, yes, our ad revenue doubles, but it goes from 10 cents to 20 cents a day. And they think that they can capitalize on that. Pretty sure you're gonna try to sell me emotes. Yeah? Then no, you can't ask me a question. Would you like to see my portfolio? See ya. Are you even listening to anything I say? Because it's so crazy. Yeah, I went through my follower list. And it should say 377 right now for Twitch followers. Yeah, exactly. You want me to help you be put in the fire by hitting that ban button? That'd be great. I also know like 10,000 graphic artists, one of them being my cousin, and I would rather support my cousin than some random person. So, you know. But, yeah, 300 and, it should say, somewhere around 77 right now anyway. And, going through the list, like 16 or 17 of them were literally graphic artist accounts. And I was like, I should just remove them. They're not doing me any good. I haven't yet, but should almost report them too. I don't know if there's a way you can do that. I need to read through Twitch's terms of services more on that too, because it's like it takes away from what's actually going on too. But I'll also increase the account age. Because if that helped out a lot, then that'll be a definite thing to do in the next 8 minutes. The worst part about that all is that people actually buy into those scams. That's the worst part. If people weren't buying into them, they wouldn't exist. People are so desperate. Blinded by desperation, I guess. Wow, that's just it. If it wasn't being bought into, it wouldn't exist. As simple as that. We guarantee you 10 viewers. Really, is that 10 viewers worth getting my account banned? Well, maybe. Oh boy. Okay. Just one more would be nice. Just one more. Although ending it on 45, it's a nice round number to end it with. I think. I don't know. We'll see. Make the leap of faith. The answer is I'm never going to say no to more. When we definitely don't have RNG on our side. Because let's be real. RNG is very rarely on anybody's side. This is far less heartbreaking than watching a speedrunner depend on RNG for a speedrun and then it screws them out of the world record, though. This is far less heartbreaking than that. This just takes persistence, man. I don't know. Speedrunning would be... I tried to dabble into it. I just couldn't. This is repetitive and long, but speedrunning is a different animal for sure. I also watched a video the other day that... It was a speedrunner that made a video about speedrunning. And he said that most speedrunners probably don't know that they're on the autistic spectrum because the speedrunning... This particular game is a hyperfixation and it's a trait of autism, and I'm like, oh, we got more than one this time. I mentioned autism and something a little bit different shows up. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. Yeah, it would make sense. He's like, I'm a speedrunner myself, and I'm on the spectrum, and I'm not judging or making fun of people. I'm just saying, there's a solid chance that if you hyperfixate on something, it's a trait. And I was like, you know what? He's got a point. He's got a point. Which would also mean the two people that just recently actually beat Tetris for the first time in 34 years, they hyperfixated on that. Does that mean that they are on the... It's not necessarily a speedrun, but it's the game that they dedicated their lives to. Would that mean that they might be on the spectrum too? Possibly. That was literally a last-minute shiny. Alright, 2 more Evos to go. Gets us up to 47. Should be 9 evolutions for the day. That's pretty good. It's pretty darn good. Yeah, you've told me about that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we were giving the computer an overhaul. Alright. Let's go all the way to box number 2. Yeah, and he was saying, like, I'm not making fun of them, and I'm not saying that they are, but there's a big possibility. And I'm like, oh, that's totally fair. We went. Okay. Now teach him hyper drill. Part of me wants to completely, like, study this hunt, watch other people's videos, and see if there's, like, a common occurrence between Dunsparces that actually become 3-segment Dunsparces. You know, I wouldn't doubt that I'm on that same kind of thing when it comes to shiny hunting and axe throwing. To be totally honest with you, that's how I've consumed my life, right? I wouldn't doubt it. And even, like, I was thinking, I was like, okay, I need to do this, 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 and this. And I was, like, thinking yesterday, I was like, okay, but if I switch around my schedule, it's like I only have so much to give for a certain amount of time before I need to change my scenery, and then I feel renewed and refreshed. I'm like, well, maybe. Maybe. But whatever it is, I'm at peace with it. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, number 45. We should probably change the counter. Not 3 segments. Not a 3 segment. And number 46. Is not a 3 segment. Anywho, that was fun. That was fun. So, guess we're gonna have to press on tomorrow. Hopefully we get another 8 to 10 shinies tomorrow, and maybe we don't have any Dunsparce that are actually, sorry, Dunsparce that waste our time. But we're gonna call it a stream there. Thank you to everybody for hanging out. Thank you to everybody that followed, subscribed, watched, whatever, contributed to the cause. I very much appreciate the contribution to the cause. Hope you have all have a good night. Do something for yourself because it's good for your health. See you tomorrow. Bye.